Chelsea have secured the signature of Hakim Ziyech for next season. The prolific winger, who can also play in central attacking midfield, is joining off the back of yet another outstanding season in the Eredivisie for Ajax. While Ziyech is not in the top 10 for expected goals per 90 of all Eredivisie players who've played 900 minutes or more, his combined expected goals and assists per 90 show he's been the most effective player this season at generating goal opportunities for himself or his teammates. Ziyech has played in various positions this season, and his output has been consistently good across all of them. However, he clearly offers different types of production depending on where and how he's asked to play. According to Dutch football journalist Elko Born, Ziyech's use was defined by a combination of tactical necessity and filling in for injuries, as Erik ten Hag struggled to find the right balance in midfield after the departures of Lasse Schöne and Frenkie de Jong. As Born says, it felt like Ziyech had the best player role, and he was put where his genius was needed. And crucially, despite this chopping and changing, Born says that Ziyech was one of the few Ajax players who reached the level of the successful Champions League campaign. Arguably, he became even better. So, what does he do well? Well, naturally left-footed, Ziyech is at home on the right as an inverted winger or in the number 10 role. He's excellent at drifting inside from the right, finding room in the half space and between the opposition defensive lines that allows the right back to overlap. He also drops deeper to support the midfield, especially when Ajax are playing Dusan Tadic as a false 9 with another number 10 behind him. This spatial and tactical awareness means that Ziyech excels at finding room from which to launch cross-field passes or probing balls into the players ahead of him. He then bursts forwards to support the attack, often taking a direct return pass before shooting. Ziyech boasts the highest number of 1-2 shots in Ajax's squad, 14, which is when a player plays the pass directly before a chance created and also takes the shot. He's also highest in Ajax's squad for the number of unique shot-ending sequences in open play, where the player took the shot and was involved in the build-up, with 25. This shows his ability to be involved in both the construction and the end of moves in the same sequence. But Ziyech is also top in the Ajax squad for secondary chance creation. He's top for playing the pass to the player who creates the chance. This is partly because whenever Ziyech plays, he's extremely quick at making decisions, and then moving to be part of the next phase of play. This could be a movement inside if he's played a pass towards the area from the right, or pushing up to support an attack he's prompted from a central area. Ziyech is capable of disrupting defences and siding into dangerous areas, and is always looking to do so, as evidenced by his high shot volume as well as his creative output. So, where does he fit? Well, Chelsea play a 4-3-3, 2 wingers either side of Tammy Abraham, and a midfield 3 in which Jorginho or Billy Gilmour play as deep lying playmakers. N'Golo Kante shuttles and screens, and one of Mateo Kovacic, Ross Barkley or Mason Mount get forwards to support and prompt attacks. Ziyech's natural home is on the right wing. Even if Chelsea were to retain him, Willian is not as creative as Ziyech, despite getting lots of minutes and showing up relatively well in Chelsea's creative metrics. Willian is right-footed though, and this places less of an emphasis on the right back getting forwards to overlap. While he does cut inside somewhat, Willian is more of a pure winger. Ziyech more of a creative presence who starts wide and drifts inside. Now this might restrict Kante's forays into the right half space, which have been remarkably effective for Chelsea, but if Ziyech is there, they might not be needed. That could even tighten Chelsea defensively if Kante is asked to push forwards less. Now Ziyech is also an option should Lampard revert to the 4-2-3-1 he used predominantly before joining Chelsea, although Jorginho has yet to convince outside of a midfield 3. He could also play on the left of a midfield 3, replacing Kovacic, Barkley or Mount. Again, there are issues with this. Mount is a strong prospect and should get more time. Barkley has been surprisingly effective in limited minutes, and Kovacic's dribbling and passing is strong. But it all offers Lampard options, which will be welcome. This transfer works both ways, and in Hakim Ziyech, Chelsea have secured a brilliant player who will elevate their squad greatly.